Hey guys, what's going on? It's Twintuitive717. I am back with another video. I'm here with Mega Good Vibes today. We're just hanging out. I just want to thank you guys so much for being here with me. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thanks for your kind messages. And of course, I always want to shout out the Mega Crew over on Patreon. I love you guys so much. I wanted to come on and share a romantic reading, guys. Okay, so just pay attention to the title. If it doesn't resonate with you, then there's no need to click on the video and then talk about how you don't want your person because you already saw the title, okay? So I don't know why you're clicking. I say that because I like to kind of keep things aligned with those of you who are watching the videos, and it kind of like rubs you the wrong way when there's just a whole bunch of static in the comment section, okay? So be accountable, guys. If you're not in that place with your person, there's no need to click on these types of readings and then kind of drain everybody else's energy, okay? I'm just saying, all right? So this reading, I received a very clear message, actually. And it came through as very like confident, like it was a divine masculine that was like very serious in the way that they delivered the message. It was like, I'm going to make you fall in love with me again, and you're not going to see it coming. That's just what I'm getting. Like, I have a feeling that the masculine is smiling and smirking at the way the universe is orchestrating things in their favor, okay? So this is definitely a divine masculine who has done a fair share of pleading to the universe to allow them a second chance, that they're going to do it right this time, okay? And I feel like that's where the confidence is coming from, because they're getting confirmation from the universe. And they're so grateful and they're so thankful that they've gotten this confirmation. And the energy is like, I'm coming for you, okay? But I'm also hearing that the divine feminine is not going to see it coming, because I feel that there's so many of you who feel like you have your minds made up, but then you're still drawn to these readings because maybe deep down, and don't worry about it, because that stuff slowly gets released as you surrender to the journey. But I feel like deep down inside, like, many of you are still drawn to your masculines as well. Sometimes you may watch them or even listen to these readings without knowing why. And I feel like that's the universe's way of orchestrating things, okay? And it's also a huge sign that, there's always this invisible thread that, does connect you to, sometimes as cheesy as it may sound, it is very true. Many of you can feel your person there with you. Their energy is there no matter how many years go by. No matter how many cycles of separation you guys have been through, the energy is always there, okay? Okay, so I've taken the Fairy Tarot and I've actually separated the major arcana cards and the queens and the kings, because I want to kind of just get very clear messages on just where your divine masculine is at right now. What do they want to communicate with you? Okay, so they can definitely feel you in this Queen of Swords energy at times, okay? It says let go of people and things that no longer serve you, and they felt you let go, Divine Feminine. This is for those of you who had no choice at times, right? Like, I think many of you just really got to that point, and we've discussed this in I think a few readings back, where you had to let go even though it hurt to do that. And it kind of goes in hand with the community post I posted earlier about just letting it hurt and then letting it go. That was like the Queen of Swords energy, right? Letting go even though it hurts to do so. It's like you still kind of have this epiphany or this insightful moment that, like, okay, you know what, universe, I think I understand. Like, even if we're twin flames, even if this is my divine masculine, I still have to let go, and it's the hardest thing that many of you have had to do, but your masculines want you to know that they felt it. The messages here are strong, patient, self-sufficient, funny. A lot of you have this wit about you, okay? Many of your masculines, I feel like they look at you as, very strong and self-sufficient, because you have a way of having a sense of humor about the journey, you kind of just laugh at the things that end up happening and you just move forward, and many of them have felt that, okay? We also have ego coming out as well, and it says the illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up in fear and worry. you've brought your masculine out of this energy. I feel like this is what was leading the connection at the time when you were connecting with your divine masculine, and it kept getting in the way. Many of you dealt with masculines who were very materialistic. This could be from even like the type of karmic partner that they were involved with. Someone who was equally just as into material things, and many of your masculines felt trapped in that world because they might have stayed in certain situations because of money, and they might have thought that money and image and like popularity or being seen in some way, like that was what you should strive for, but I feel that many of the feminines brought perspective to this divine masculine. It's almost like you shed this light on the lifestyle that many of them were living, and you showed them just how much ego they were in. And in a sense, divine feminine, I'm not going to lie, like many of you made your masculines feel trapped, and not in like a bad way, but like they started feeling trapped in their reality. Like you seem so free and easygoing and just full of optimism. And I think many of your masculines came from this sort of background where, like money was everything, and maybe they kind of connected with you at a time where you didn't really have a lot divine feminine, but they still had a stance on like hard work, and you got to work for it, and you got to like chase that money. And then things shifted where you are able to attract the same type of abundance they were chasing, but you don't have to chase it, divine feminine. You're in that like empress energy where you attract things to you almost magically. I'm talking about like large sums of money at a time, or certain types of opportunities that tend to just fall on your lap, and it changes your life drastically. I feel like there's a lot of eyes on you right now, people who have noticed that you've made this happen in your life in some way. And a lot of your masculines are like, they're inspired by you. I feel like there's no other person that will do. You really knock the ball out of the park in their eyes. I feel like many of your masculines in the beginning, they might have compared you to like other karmic partners. Maybe you're like the way you dress, your style, it wasn't flashy. You know what I mean? But it's like, you guys have gone through some type of transformation where, okay, the energy I'm getting from this divine feminine is that like maybe you guys don't dress flashy or do those things, because if you did, like you would turn heads like crazy, and this because that paired with your energy, it's just too much. Like a lot of you who are in this divine feminine energy, and I'll even shuffle a card around it as well, your energy is so strong that some of you dress down on purpose because of the type of attention that you draw towards you. We have the Four of Wands here. You're magnetic, you're sensual in every way. She's sitting on him in this card, okay? She's sitting on his lap. So sensually and even sexually, she's in a dominant position here, even though she's the feminine. So there's something about your sensuality and sexuality that like you have the ability to capture any man's attention. So sometimes you might have to dress down in certain situations so that you don't constantly attract attention to you. And maybe when your masculine came towards you, there was just like this history of you kind of, not paying too much mind to like makeup and like hair and dolling yourself up. And it's like, what I'm getting to is like this energy of a divine feminine with the World card here. That's like, oh, you want to see me dolled up? You want to compare me to like, these karmics, these little Instagram girls. And then you dress up and you doll up and you put yourself out there, and it's like, holy shit. Okay. That's why you don't dress up, because, literally your masculine can feel this sexual pull that's coming from within them like they've never felt it before. It's almost like they provoked you in a sense, divine feminine. It's like, you want to see what I'm capable of? You really want to see what I'm capable of? and then you showed it to them, divine feminine. But now I feel like many of your masculines are in hot water in a sense, because there's a lot of people now wanting to nurture you, divine feminine. And that's why there's this like, I'm gonna make you fall in love with me again, because they can feel that there's many suitors around you wanting to take care of you, wanting to sweep you off your feet, wanting to get your attention in a sense. Sorry guys, I'm kind of putting these cards in the background because, you know, I don't want the videos to get flagged. But like, I feel like you showed them the side of you, divine feminine. It's like somehow you showed the public, or you showed the world, or you showed people in your immediate community, and I feel like everyone's like, oh my god, like holy shit, we've never seen you look like that before. And it's because this divine masculine like provoked you in a sense. Okay, like I feel like very like a lot of ego there with the both of you, especially with that Queen of Swords. I'll show you, okay, with that self-sufficient energy. There's this very like low-key competitive sexual energy between you two, and it's really making your masculines feel really frustrated. It's like they want to come towards you and they want to reach out and get to you, because now all of a sudden it seems like you're hard to access or you're hard to get a hold of, and that's what's making them kind of like, you know, desperate in a sense to show you. But I feel like the universe, what's the best course of action for them, universe? Maybe the universe is asking them to slow down and like try to calm that possessive energy or that jealous energy, because it's page energy, right? Like this is literally a page that's in this frustration here that's wanting to get to you. And the universe is like, you know, chill, like you can't move towards her with that type of energy. But what's causing them to get like this is seeing you, like this new you. I'm hearing aging like fine wine. Some of you are like, I think that your masculines think that you guys look like you're like 18, 19 years old. Meanwhile, you guys are like in your, well into your 30s. Like you might just have those types of genes, or you might just take care of yourself really well. And again, like you guys are pushing this like new look. Maybe you did something different with your style. But it's like they've never seen you like this, okay? And again, they will make you fall in love with them again, okay? What's their best course of action right now, universe, with all of this kind of high energy in the air? What do the masculines need to know? Okay, let's cut it in half here. Okay, so we have life experience coming through. They have to kind of go through the whole twin flame journey like you did, divine feminine. That's what I'm getting from this card here, in order to understand you. I feel like they also have to go through some type of transformation to kind of meet you where you're at. I'm telling you guys, a lot of your masculines, they're really taking care of themselves right now. Okay, like when they make their comeback, it's going to be like you guys did not see this coming. A lot of them are hitting the gym. A lot of them are just kind of looking at their health a little bit more closely, easing off the drinking. I see many masculines, and this is one of the spiritual epiphanies that they've had on the journey, and that's how powerful they know that their feminine's energy is. It's like a lot of you guys out there, like in the feminine energy, guys, she's so cute. Like, I just can't. A lot of you have brought such healing energy to your masculines, like you make them want to come clean. That's what I'm getting. Remember that song I channeled a while back? It's even in my Twin Flame Songs That Rock My Heart playlist, Simple and Clean. You know, when you walk away, you don't hear me say, please, oh baby, don't go. Simple and clean is the way that you're making me feel tonight. Sorry guys if I made some of you cringe with my singing, but it's like honestly one of like my favorite childhood songs. Aw, did you like my singing? Aw, somebody liked my singing. Thank you, mama. She's like, I liked it, milady. That's how I feel like you guys are making your masculines feel. Like they feel like they want to like get clean. Some of them are stopping like drinking and doing drugs. And I'm telling you guys, a lot of your masculines who used to be heavy drinkers, because of you, divine feminine, alcohol just doesn't taste the same anymore. They used to guzzle that shit like it was water, and they wouldn't feel it. Like, you know when you take a shot of something and you're just like, oh my god. Some of your masculines were so heavy into drinking that they would guzzle that shit like water. Like they wouldn't even feel it, like shot after shot after shot coming home from work. But I feel like nowadays they taste the alcohol. like they don't want to like consume it. Okay, they're so focused on the divine feminine. I feel like they're so determined to get you that all of these things are coming up for them. They want to sleep more. They want to make sure they get their rest so that they can wake up early and hit the gym. They want to eat better. I feel like they're paying more attention to what type of content they're consuming, and like the type of company they're keeping. And oh my goodness, so possessive, Mega. She literally gripped on me. It's probably because I'm like waving my hand around her. You're so silly. But yeah, that's just what I'm getting, and it's life experience that they're gaining like through this process. Just taking a good look at the lifestyle that they've been living, and all of a sudden this divine feminine comes through, and it's like you're the sun. I feel the sun card. Okay, they've had a lot of towers fall, and many of them are just focused right now on like cleaning up those towers, like picking up the pieces and regaining their confidence, their strength again. But I feel like for a lot of them, that confidence, it's going to come back from like getting sober for some of them, so that way they can focus on like their pentacles. Okay, a lot of them want to come towards you, and like you're not going to see it coming, because they're going to approach you and they're going to invite you over to their place, and you're going to be like, you have your own place? Like what? Like come over to your place? Like that's new. That's the kind of energy that they're going to come through it. And that's why many of you won't see it coming, because it's not going to be this whole like slow approach of like, you know, coming towards you again. A lot of them are done with that type of like energy, right? And that's why they're silent right now, because even if they are getting triggered to be in that energy, they're being blocked from like coming towards you or communicating with you, because the universe is like, no. Like, don't move towards her yet. You still have some things that you need to do. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys today. Okay, whoever this reading is for, yeah, they're definitely coming towards you. Okay, we love you guys. Okay, she's on her way out, so I guess that was she heard me wrapping up the reading. She's like, all right, I'm out of here, my job is done. But yeah, guys, join me on Patreon. I'd love to have you guys. There's access to one-on-one messaging with me. I've really enjoyed the conversations that some of us have had going in the background. Thank you guys for opening up and sharing with me. But yeah, otherwise I will catch you, YouTube family, in the next reading. Okay, I love you guys so much. Be well, take care of yourselves. Okay, speak soon, guys.